If you're one of the millions of people who reach for melatonin to help you sleep, this video is genuinely important, and I want you to stick with me, because there are two things about melatonin that most people have no idea about. The first is that the supplement you're taking may contain wildly more, or less, than the label claims. And the second is that you're very likely taking far too much of it, and that more melatonin does not mean better sleep. Let me walk you through both honestly, and then tell you exactly how to use it sensibly. Let's start with the regulation problem because it's the root of everything. In the United States, melatonin is classified and sold as a dietary supplement, not as a medication. And that distinction matters enormously. Over-the-counter drugs have to meet strict standards for what's in them. Supplements don't. Manufacturers are not required to prove to the FDA that the amount on the label matches the amount in the bottle before they put it on the shelf. As one Harvard researcher who studies this bluntly put it, they don't need to prove anything to the agency, so they do whatever they want. And when scientists actually test these products, the results are startling. In one study of 25 melatonin gummy products, 22 of them, that's 88%, were inaccurately labeled. The actual melatonin content ranged from about 74% to nearly 350% of what the label claimed. Think about that. Some products had barely half the stated dose. Others had more than triple. One product contained no detectable melatonin whatsoever, and another contained CBD that wasn't even mentioned on the label. A separate study of 16 brands found an even wider range, from 17% to nearly 480% of the labeled amount. So when you take one of these, you genuinely do not know what dose you're getting. The number on the label and the amount in the product have, in the researchers' words, no legally enforced relationship. Now let's talk about the second issue, which is just as important because even if the dose were accurate, most people are taking far too much. And this comes down to understanding what melatonin actually is. Melatonin is not a sedative. It doesn't knock you out the way a sleeping pill does. It's a hormone your brain naturally produces when it gets dark, and its real job is to be a signal. It tells your body night has arrived, it's time to prepare for sleep. It's a messenger, not a hammer. And here's the key implication of that. To send a signal, you only need a small amount. Research suggests that a low dose, somewhere around 0.5 milligram to 1 milligram, is typically enough to shift your body's clock and promote sleep. But walk into any store, and the typical products are 5 milligrams, 10 milligrams, sometimes even more. Those doses are many times higher than what your body naturally produces. And the excess doesn't buy you deeper sleep. What it often buys you instead is next-day grogginess, that heavy, foggy feeling in the morning because the melatonin is still lingering in your system. So people feel like it's not working and reach for an even higher dose when the smarter move is usually to take less. So how do you use melatonin sensibly? Let me give you a clear, honest framework. First, if you're going to buy it, look for a third-party tested seal on the packaging from an independent organization like USP or NSF. These groups actually verify that what's in the bottle matches the label, which, as we've seen, you cannot take for granted. Second, start with the lowest dose you can find, around 0.5 milligram to 1 milligram, and only increase if you truly need to. Third, timing matters more than people realize. Because melatonin is a clock signal, taking it a couple of hours before your intended bedtime is often more effective than taking it the moment you lie down. And fourth, think of it as a short-term tool or a jet lag aid, rather than something to lean on every single night indefinitely. And now a genuinely serious safety note. This mislabeling problem is especially dangerous for children. Melatonin gummies look and taste like candy, and calls to poison control centers for pediatric melatonin ingestion have risen dramatically. When a gummy can contain triple its labeled dose, and a child eats several thinking they're candy, that's a real hazard. So if melatonin is in your house, treat it like any other medication. Keep it up high, locked away, and out of reach. One more honest point. I'm not anti-melatonin. For the right person, used correctly, especially for jet lag or short-term sleep disruption, it can be genuinely helpful, and for most healthy adults, short-term use appears safe. My goal here isn't to scare you off it. It's to help you use it wisely with your eyes open. And if you find you're relying on it every night just to fall asleep, that's a sign worth taking to your doctor, because chronic insomnia usually has underlying causes that deserve real attention rather than a nightly patch. So where does a supplement like Mitochondrial fit into today's topic? Doesn't, and I'll say that plainly. Melatonin is not an ingredient in Mitochondrial, and I'm not going to manufacture a connection to sell you something. I'm covering this today purely because it's genuinely useful, and because good safe sleep is the foundation of the cellular repair and energy we talk about on this channel all the time. I'd rather you sleep well and safely than take anything I offer. So here's your takeaway. Melatonin can be a useful tool, but the market for it is a mess. By third-party tested, start with a tiny dose, respect the timing, keep it away from kids, and don't lean on it forever. Treat it as the gentle signal it is, not the sledgehammer the bottle sizes imply. By tested melatonin, start tiny and treat melatonin as a signal, not a sledgehammer. Check the link in the description below to learn more about supporting your cellular energy with Mitochondrial. And if you appreciate getting honest, practical science even about things I don't sell, hit subscribe. Every week we break down the real cellular science of healthy energy in plain language you can use. We post every morning. I want to be fully transparent with you. The link in the description below is an affiliate link. I might earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. I only share what I genuinely think is helpful. This video is for educational purposes only and is not intended as medical advice. Always consult a qualified healthcare professional before making changes to your diet or lifestyle.